Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and these are the tools that we'll be using today. They will be linked down in the description. Some tools that you might need if your reel is in Torx, because the screwdriver on this kit is only flat and Phillips. And this is the Cadence Elves. I already tested. It's a good reel for a reel that looks like a toy, and it's so small and under 100 grams. And in here I have two ball bearings. Both of them are ceramic, so I didn't go with hybrids because I think this one will shave me a little bit off the weight of the reel. They are MR84 and the 693, so the measurements are 4 times 8 times 3 in one of them, and the other ones are 3 times 8 times 4. So they have the same measurements, it's just the other way around, and that might confuse you. So I ordered two of the same, so I had to wait a little bit more for the second one to come, but either way they are here, and I'm doing the upgrade right now. So this is quite an easy process because there's no C-clamp, no nothing on the spool shaft. So you just need very simple tools, and this is a 10-minute job if you don't lose anything during the process. So now that we have our tools out, you will need the tweezers, you will need the pin ejector, you will need the, let's call it a ball bearing tool. And as you can see, I had to modify mine because this reel is so small that the spool, it's so close to the ball bearing and to the pin that I had to take a little bit of surface on there. That's why it's shiny. I also have to say, if you want something more fancy, more durable, order the kit that I also will leave down in the description from ASOC or Kingdom. They will have better tools, so the tools will be aluminium. The pin ejector itself, it will be a little bit harder, and everything will go on smoother. So to take this bearing out, it's quite easy. You either take the ball bearing tool, let's call it that, or the tweezers. Just grab a hold of the spring over there, put your finger over it, because it can and will go missing forever if you let it spring out of there from its place. So it has a housing, so it will have like a groove all around where the spring will go in, and the spring will retain the ball bearing in place. Now it's just a question of taking the ball bearing out and put the other one in. It's that easy. What you will gain with this swap, low start inertia. Basically, I will do a video afterwards because I didn't plan this ahead, and I will explain my findings. So this is not saying it will not be scientific testing, but I will explain my findings on what I think about each type of reel. I'm still waiting on silicon nitride to see what they are all about, but the main difference between the normal bearings, Japanese bearings, zirconia, so the ones that I have in here, the white ceramic ones, and hybrid bearings, and the silicon nitride, as I said. As you can see, you will not have sound, but these have a sound that some people dislike. So they have like, I will not say high pitch, but they have a distinguished sound. In here, I don't have any sound because there's so much background noise that you will not be able to hear the ball bearings anyway. So with the tool, you just put everything in very, very flat on the sides, and then it's just a question of you pushing the rest of the way in. Put back the spring, which is also quite an easy job. You just put the one of the sides first and then try to compress it while pushing it in. It's a very, very easy and fast job. The other one, the pin that you have to take out to access the ball bearing, might be a little bit harder, so you should also steal your lady friend, or if you are a lady, your owns, like a nail file, because while you are going to hit the pin to take it out, you might get like some flashing on the hole of the pin, and to take then out the bearing, or some rims, not rims, some shavings on the hole, and you might need a file just to take the shavings off. So as you can see, you go with the thicker part of the extraction tool first. So you just want to hit the pin and put it flat on the shaft, like I'm doing right now. So then you take it out when it's flat. So if you just have 1 or 2 reels, just get the cheap tools. They are, I think, like 5 or 6 euros for the um, the whole box. If you're doing more than that, or you're doing your friends reels, get proper tools. I have better tools than this one. I just wanted to have a kit so I would know how it feels. And now with the thinner part, this will go through the pinhole. And as you can see, the pin is already coming out on the other side. And let's see if it falls. Let's check it out. It's already out, the pin. Let's take it out. The extraction part of it. And again, pretty easy job. You don't have to be afraid of doing this. You just need to be like, have a nice surface like I have in here, a silicone mat, where you know that you will not lose everything. And now it's just a question of taking it out. So I have a little bit of shavings. You will see me struggling to take out the ball bearing. So I cannot take out the ball bearing. Always remember to not use the rim and the lateral of the spool to get leverage on the ball bearing, because then you know what happens. Everything gets screwed and it's gone. You will not be able to do anything with the reel because it will have a band spool. Other than that, just pull it out like I did in here. You will take the bearing out, and now it's again very easy job. I will just show you the, like, it will stop a lot faster than the other one. And as you can see, yeah, it's a lot of difference. You might not get the distance, but you will get like that first reason that you have, even if you loosen all the braking, all the spool tension knob. This will give you a lot freer of a spool. So let's just push the new one in. It's in. And now just grab your pin. Maybe with the tweezers it will be easier. I should have put some tape on my line because it's just becoming a nuisance by now. And just make sure to see which hole is the largest, because the pin will be a little bit tapered, and push the pin through. The tweezers, again, these are not the best tweezers. I have better tweezers at home, but this is the kit that it will get the job done very cheaply. So now it's just a question of pushing the pin a little bit. So you want to divide the amount of pin that is out of the shaft to be equal, so in both sides. And it's just a little bit, go with the thicker size because it's easier to hit the head of the pin. Make sure to look to not push it through, because again, remember, the shaft, it's a softer material, you can damage it. So this is a very soft job, and it's done. So you see, even with me filming it, so I'm not even looking directly at what I'm doing. I'm looking at my phone, which is a little bit weird, but it took me less than 10 minutes to do this job, even filming it. So if you are at home doing this, even following the video, it will probably take you less than 10 minutes. Just make sure to have a large enough surface, have a place or a towel down so you don't lose anything. And man, this is cheap tools, a very cheap upgrade, because after you have the tool, it's just a question of buying the bearings. Or if you just want, take the bearings out and flush them and put like sewing machine oil, very thin oil on your existing ball bearings after you degrease them, and it will also give you a boost. So I am very eager to test this guy on the creek to see how improved the accuracy on shorter casts is and how easy it is to do shorter casts. So now I'm just fiddling with it, feeling the difference, but you can already feel the startup inertia. It's a lot less than it was before. And now that you can see how simple it is, I hope that you try it. I will be doing more with different braking systems where it's the side plate ball bearing, it's less accessible. I will doing probably the pure lure silver feather elite next, but until then, if you like the video, leave a like. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.